And we're perfect. Yes, that's how we start early. That's exactly how you do it.
Why break tradition, right?
Exactly.
You don't fuck with tradition.
All right, I guess we're good whenever.
Okay. What is up, everybody? Welcome to episode 85 of the Cretins Guild podcast here, and happy in the United States, at least post-Thanksgiving. Actually, if you're in Canada too, happy post-Thanksgiving, just significantly more post-Thanksgiving than what we've got going on right now. I am Jay. With me, as always, is Bob, and coming back to the show after his trip across country on a quixotic journey, looking at all kinds of things, is Corey. Corey, welcome back, man.
Hey, I did a lot of driving, but I never learned what quixotic means, actually.
It just means crazy Spanish and driving a lot, I think.
Really? Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
there was no tilting at windmills on the trip, though.
Oh, you tilted at a couple of windmills, let's be honest.
They have names, thank you.
Oh, that's fair.
And they prefer not to be referred to as such.
Guys, as always, we are a part of the Podfix Network. That is at podfixnetwork.com. And where you can now tune in, especially if you're on, I believe, what site is it? It's podfix.com or podfixnetwork.com, where you can get the stuff for Napod. I can't remember how the promo goes.
You were so close. Napapomo.
Napapomo. Where you can get all of the stuff from Napapomo. We actually had ours debut at the day of the recording on November 23rd, where Bob and I talk about our silly wrestling names. You can listen throughout the entire month and get an idea of the different shows that we have. And we would like to listen. And of course, we do like to listen to all the different podcasts on there. And we want to welcome the newest member to Podfix Nation, Mouse and Weens. Julianne and Joelle are sisters from Southern California who go deep with philosophy and psychology while having fun and learning about fascinating human behavior. So they could basically have a field day.
Oh my God.
Listening to the idiots at work here on this show. Because, yeah.
We would hurt their brains.
I am fairly certain that someone could write a thesis statement on just the behavior we exhibit on this show.
Okay, straight up, is anybody else kind of disturbed by how much like our shit's getting pushed? Pimped, whatever you want to say about it.
Is it? I don't pay much attention to that stuff. So
I just there was that read that they posted about a week back on Twitter, and apparently they spotlighted the fact that they have Cretins. Now, I'm going to go ahead and guess that that's not really a massive export in podcasting.
I don't know.
I don't know the numbers, but I'll tell you, our numbers are going up.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah. So thank you, Podfix.
Very cool. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Podfix. That's very neat. I don't know. I tend to, just because I've got weird mental stuff with anxiety, I don't pay attention much to the numbers on the podcast because I freak out when a lot of people start. I know a lot of people are listening to my voice, so
everybody's watching us.
Well, that's fine. They can watch.
Not you.
Well, yeah, you're not getting watched.
Well, that's true, and the world is the better for it, I think. But.
So as we're getting towards the end of the year, we wanted to talk about just kind of, because this has been just an absolute fucking dumpster fire of a 365 days, and we're not even done yet. But we wanted to talk about some of our favorite things that we've picked up this year, and I freely admit that I am leading the witnesses here, because there is a particular gadget I want to talk about that I'm particularly digging this year. So. I am going to turn it over to one of you guys. Bob, why don't you kick off and let us know one of the gadgets you're digging this year?
How do you want to do this? You want to just have me go right down the list, or you just back and forth this?
No, we'll back and forth it. That works.
All right. Well, like one of the top things I got this year, thanks, of course, to you, Jay, was the air fryer. That's allowed me to
that was this year, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was the beginning of this year, right at the beginning of shutdown.
Holy fuck.
But it's allowed me to. Yes, it was the beginning of this year, which was 74 years ago.
That is legitimate pain hearing that laughter.
Oh God!
But I've done a lot of experimentation with foods and cooking, and a lot of we use it about every 3 days.
Nice.
On hot dog, sausages, vegetables, just about anything you can probably name. But thank you.
How many dumpsters have you? How many dumpsters have you dove into for your experiments?
Only 3.
Huh? Did they fight?
3.5.
3.5. I caught 1 calico, 2 tortoise shells, and a very feisty tabby that barely fit in the fryer.
And let's not forget about our favorite trash pandas.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what the hell? No, you're not eating raccoons, are you?
No, I feed them.
Okay, thank you. Good.
Actually,
we're talking about what's in a dumpster. Of course, there's going to be a raccoon in there.
All right. I just wanted
Their
to be
natural
sure that we're
habitat.
not eating what is in the dumpster. But if you're supporting your local raccoon population, good on you.
Corey, how about you? What's one of your favorite things that you've gotten this year?
I didn't really score much in the way of gadgets because you know what happened at the beginning of March when all of a sudden we're doing so much work from home.
Yeah.
And everybody found each other just kind of separate from their usual social dynamics.
Sure.
I started going ham on single player board games.
Sure.
But remind me, have we already talked about that in previous shows? Because otherwise I've got pretty much damn nothing.
I don't think we have.
No?
At least not any time in the last 6 months, which was 4 years ago.
4 years ago? How many years was that? 6 months ago? Anyway, yeah. So I don't know. I just got a wild hair at my ass to start inventorying my board games, and which is a burden that has been unceremoniously passed off onto the people that I'm living with now, because now I'm keeping my shit in their house. But yeah,
Part of the baggage.
Yeah, exactly. So I started stacking up on single player board games, dungeon crawlers, a couple of like lore heavy story deck types of experiences as well. But that kind of ran its course at about the end of April when everybody started to realize that this thing actually wasn't going to be going away as quickly as everybody wanted it to.
Shocker.
Remember when we did the podcast for microtransgressions and we kind of joked about there's a pin.
Yeah.
We'll be fine in 2 weeks.
This virus, people getting a cough and just complaining way too much about it.
There's a reason we have not revisited microtransgressions since March.
Yeah.
Because I kind of shit the bed on it on the first one out the door. I was like, well, we're gonna give that a rest for a year. We'll come back later.
That's a layer of grime. Arrogance doesn't wash off very well, you know.
No, it doesn't. Just ask for Model Martell.
Maybe. No, so there's a stack of them, and a couple of standouts were Hellboy, which I'm pretty sure I've talked at length outside of this show. Mm-hmm. Fallout, which ended up being more of a surprise than I thought it was going to be, because people kept talking about how much of a top-heavy mechanic load there was, and if you're the only person playing it, then it's a breeze. If there's 6 people playing it, then it's like micromanagement out the ass, and it gets completely laid down with like procedure and shuffling and just a whole bunch of stuff that nobody finds fun.
Sure.
And on top of those, Brass Empire was another standout. But if you really want the details on that, there's my joke of an Instagram that you can look up and see what posts I've made since the first quarter of the year. Which I think was a decade ago. No, we've established that it was not. So that was my big deal. But like you said, gadgets. I don't know. I stayed away from hardware for the most part.
That's okay. That's
Mm-hmm.
all right.
Well, anything that falls under what kept you busy during this downtime.
But we'll come back to you. We're going around in a circle. So
Yeah.
All right. First one for me is this guy, the Evercade. Really fun little handheld system. Plays multi-cart packages, and I really dig it. I still hate these buttons. They suck. They're too loud. But
too loud.
It's so distracting. You will understand when you come up to visit. I will let you play this, and you'll touch the left and right shoulder buttons, and you will want to throw the thing against the wall. It's so annoying.
Well, not if it's yours. That would be rude.
No, I don't. You're not actually. You will want to, not actually throw it though.
I'll probably just sit on it and then rip unholy ass all over it. If you're fine with that,
that's fair.
Let me ask:
is
it
the
just
point across? Yeah.
Let me ask: is it just the sound of the buttons itself that upsets you, or is it the underlying mental thought that you're breaking this device with every click?
It's just the sound, because the device is ridiculously solid.
Or
it is super, super durable. I toss it in my bag regularly when we go out and bring it with me. But it's not something I worry about breaking. Like with my Switch, I kind of baby it because I don't want anything to happen to it. But this one is just like, yeah, just fuck it, toss it in the purse. I don't give a shit. So
that's the worst thing. That's the worst thing about the Switch is knowing that if like any of those contacts go raw, then you have to buy an entirely new Joy-Con.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And then people that write for Vice are just sticking them up their asses because it makes for a fun article.
But it's kind of cool to be able to play, Crash the Boys Street Challenge or River City Ransom at any time I want. So I dig it. It's a fun little system.
Now that silence said a lot. Do none of you know about this?
No, I don't pay attention to Vice.
It was either Vice or BuzzFeed or one of those things, but there was actually a freelancer that got he used to get like a lot of work, but it was one of those fringe writers that a lot of people were kind of tolerating for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then he cashed in a $40 article where he literally stuck a Joy-Con into a condom and then shoved it up his ass and then wrote an article about it.
How was the HD Rumble? I mean,
apparently it didn't distract.
You can feel those ice cubes.
You should listen to Mouse and Weens. Julianne and Joelle are sisters from Southern California who go deep with philosophy and psychology while picking apart the utter train wreck that is our psychosis here on this show.
That sounds like a 2-part episode to me, and I look forward to hearing it.
Could be fun.
Support your fellow podcasters.
All right, Bob, how about you? What is number 2 for you?
Let's see. I've also I rearranged the office in here.
Sure.
And I wanted to go ahead and get myself a new shelving unit for all my video game consoles. So instead of having TV way over there in the corner and the games in another corner, and I just consolidate everything into the small, 6-foot space here. That way, the Elgato is connected, everything's connected. Don't have to worry or lean too far or do too much. It just made life a whole lot easier.
I just realized why your room looks a little off right now. It's because Gimli isn't in that chair.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's my man cave box over there.
There's something missing. You can continue, by the way.
Oh, no, that's it for me.
Okay. Damn it.
All right, Corey, how about you? Anything else that's helping you get through the pandemic?
There's the hard drugs. But other than that, God, hold on a second here. Yeah, actually, here's something that's been helping me out a ton. I've actually I found out that my nephew has recently gotten into horror movies.
Nice,
finally. So I
love horror movies.
Now. Yeah, wait, you do, or is that you being?
I said horror movies, not horror movies. Horror
movies. Oh, yeah, like the best little whorehouse in Texas, Dolly Parton. It's a classic. Yes,
that's a horror movie.
We just recently did a binge on Annabelle, which was a very up and down kind of an experience.
Cool.
Creation was the tits, by the way. You saw Shazam, right?
Yeah.
Same director.
Really?
Yes, and you could tell because it was quality from A to B or A to Z.
Nice.
The first one was meh. And the third one was an episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark, which
that's cool.
It wasn't scary at all, but it was kind of entertaining. So I suggest that out of any of those 3 movies, you go ahead and see that one. At some point soon, hold on a second. You working this week? When you working? Tomorrow? All right. Take one of the days that you have off. We're going to watch Sinister, all right? Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. No, we're planning the week's celebrations.
Nice.
Sinister's going to be next on the docket. It's kind of nice having someone to watch horror movies with, especially when you've done so for the last 2 years, pretty much by yourself.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So for me, Christmas actually came early for me this year, and Meredith got me a brand new camera.
Oh, it wasn't only Christmas that came early, was it?
But this is awesome. It's a Nikon D5600, and one of the things I really dig about Nikon is that if you have a Nikkor lens dating as far back as 1952 when they first went into production, they will work on this camera because it is not a mirrorless DSLR. It is a mirrored DSLR, which is what I wanted. Mirrorless is fine, but I want to be able to use all the lenses I can. Because it's nice to just say, hey, I'm going to spend $8 at this estate sale and buy, 10 different lenses that I want and be able to work on them as opposed to $500 for a telephoto that's only going to work on a mirrorless. This thing's great. It does 1080p video. I don't need 4K. I do video gaming videos. No one needs to see me in 4K. So
well, more importantly, nobody really needs to see any NES stuff in 4K. That's never made any sense to me.
Yeah, no, me either. It's a curious position to take and a curious thing to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was the very early Christmas present from Meredith, which is amazing, and I use it every day since I've gotten it. So
nice.
It's pretty awesome. It's gotten me back into photography, which I hadn't been doing for a while. And that's nice. I'm picking it back up, so it's good stuff.
Yeah,
cool. I wanted to ask you because my background is audio, and I guess and I could just Google this, but hey, since you're here, what is mirrorless? What exactly is that?
It's just the way that the camera processes the images. So when cameras work on a system of mirrors, and one of the biggest problems was when DSLRs first came out, it was hard to translate what was happening in the mirrors to a digital interface. For some reason, it just couldn't make the connection, which is why point and shoots were there, but point and shoots always kind of looked shitty. Like the further in you zoomed, things just kind of fell apart. But
it's like using a virtual zoom on an earlier smartphone.
Yeah, exactly.
Garbage.
Exactly. But the mirrors will actually allow you to do a real zoom, which gets you to the point where you're able to do things like take pictures of the moon and be able to see the things that are up there, as opposed to, I think that blurry thing is a moon.
This jumble of pixels.
But what has happened recently is that camera companies have figured out how to do those same high quality pictures that you're getting with mirrored single lens reflexes to have it without a mirror. So you're able to get like true zoom without having the mirrors involved. But personally, I like the mirrors. It's just what I grew up on. It's, my mom was a photographer, so I used old cameras growing up. And like I said, I like the option to be able to pick up new or old lenses for dirt cheap at an estate sale and be able to just have, brand new toys. So
that's cool. There's backwards compatibility like that.
No, not to jump too deep into this rabbit hole of esoterra, but how does, since I brought up the smartphone thing, how does the triple lenses on the back of your phone imitate or emulate that sort of technology?
I have no idea whatsoever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Nothing.
I just know the pixel looks pretty when I use it to film video. It is a good in a pinch thing for video, and it takes fucking gorgeous photos.
Oh, so. Okay, that's another thing I wanted to ask you. Is there a limitation to the length of a video record you can do?
I have it set default to 20 minutes just because I don't ever go over 20 minutes unless I'm really fucking my lines up.
Okay. I learned the hard way that my Canon Mark II, and I learned this after I bought it, that it had a built-in limitation of just like 15 minutes of a video record, and then you got to like record all over again. And I found out that has something to do with the cameras of that quality they sell out of Japan have to have like a lower video limit to it for like tax reasons or something. But I wasn't sure if that's something that's changed in time, because I assumed your camera's like brand new, if not very recent.
It's a model from 3 years ago. It's still on sale, but it's a 3-year-old model at this point. But it's got a 20-minute limit on it by default. I don't know if I can change it, but it's not something I've looked at to change because I don't have a need to. Right. I don't do location shooting like you do for your vlogs. My stuff is just, hey, I'm going to sit at my desk. I'm going to say a couple of words and then I'm going to press stop. So it's, and if it's something where I'm going to be talking for an extended period of time, I have a cam link I can hook it up to and just set it up on my desk and run it through that and just, stream the video right onto my computer and grab that. So
that's cool.
It's just kind of hit me that we're doing like a pre-Christmas swag brag.
A little bit.
Yeah. It's get your consumerism warmed up just for the occasion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Start revving those engines, boys.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the pitches for this episode.
Kind of.
I did remember a gadget, not to like jump it. It was my turn in the rotation, correct?
Sure. Technically Bob's.
Oh, a Bob, you are.
I will yield to the floor.
Oh, all right. I bit the bullet on this one and got myself a Volca Keys. Not literally, I'm still alive. Volca Keys is like it's a synth. Anybody listening would be like, oh, it's one of those synths. It's a desktop synth. And basically what it is the Volca line of Korg instruments works in a modular arrangement where you have if you have keys, which is mostly melodies, you could also have Volca drums, rhythm, Volca bass, rhythm, bass, I guess. But for the most part, how low can you go? But for the most part, keys is kind of like a modeling synth plus sequencer. And since I don't know dick from dick about most of those devices in an analog sort of a framework, I figured that one would be a good one to pick up. I spent like quite a few weeks like noodling around with it, and then like everything else musical that I try to pursue, it got lost in the shuffle.
That's kind of life. I'm very much the same way. Like
it's terrible because you're into something, and that you could get good at that something you're into if you just if you can manage to compartmentalize those aspects of your life from the other ones that aren't as important, like work and stuff.
Fucking work.
Yeah,
it's so goddamn overrated.
In the grander scheme of things, jobs. Whatever. I mean,
who needs them?
They only feed you. They're just a distraction. But that was something else too. A lot of chances got taken during the pandemic, and I wanted to point this out, kind of. Whoever wasn't having a midlife crisis before 2020, if you were about due for one, you hit the gas. You gunned the shit out of it and haven't let up since.
Yeah, let's see how many of them. Let's see how many of them I hit. Mm-hmm. We got a new car.
Mm-hmm.
I went on a diet.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped eating like shit.
Is that a midlife
I started
crisis?
eating more like shit.
Well, I did this because I wanted to look better, because I am realizing that everything is starting to fall apart. Like the wheels are coming off of this train, and I need to take care of what's left. Let's see. What the fuck else did I do? Oh, I started cooking more. I bought a really expensive chef knife, which is on the list of shit that I'm doing. I have thrown myself ridiculously into trying to figure out the YouTube algorithm to
give that up. That's a lost cause.
Listen. You start doing your videos topless, your numbers will shoot up. That's all you need to know.
No, they won't.
Have you given it a try?
No, I haven't given it a try. You're not wrong. So there could be or and then our hills, but I ain't gonna do it. It's
Jay.
Yes.
Was your new knife the Sam the cooking guy knife?
Goddamn fucking right, it was the Sam the cooking guy knife.
Nice.
I
saw this and I was like, I want that.
I got a grill. I got a flat top griddle for outdoors, like Sam has his big Evo. I got the Cuisinart one for $280 as opposed to the $3,500 one he has. But it's awesome, man. I have been. Oh, and I'm a teacher now. Yeah, I teach.
Hold up,
home.
What?
Well, because Victor's doing full virtual, so it's like I'm working full time, and I'm the principal of my home school. Okay. So it's.
I thought you meant you're teaching other people's kids.
No, fuck those kids. I don't give a shit about other people's
kids. That's a proper response.
People always think that's weird.
People
always think that's weird with me, where it's like, oh, well, you have a kid, you must love kids. It's like, I don't give a shit about kids. I don't fucking like kids at all.
I hate your kids.
Yeah, it's like like the most connected I've ever felt to a professional athlete is when Heath Slater said to Brock Lesnar, "Hey man, I got kids," and Brock Lesnar, without missing a beat, said, "I don't give a shit about your kids." I was like, yes, you are right, Brock. I don't give a shit about his kids. Punch him in the face. The kids or Heath, I don't give a shit. Either one, that's fine.
Kick him in the dick so he doesn't have more kids.
Oh my god. Well, that would be a spear. That would be his. I don't think a kick to the dick is in his repertoire.
No, he did a low blow against the Undertaker.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right, he's leveling up. Good for Brock.
He's expanding his horizons.
All right, you had touched upon like overpriced kitchen goods about a second ago. Even if you had that sort of money, that like kind of like ninja bullet blender or whatever the hell kind of ritzy ritz. Okay, hold on a second before I make myself sound like too much of an idiot. What's I know. Yeah, I know. There's like 4 years of living that down I've got to get to someday. What's what's like the top shelf of kitchen goodies? It's like Williams Sonoma or something like that.
Oh yeah, overpriced shit that you don't need.
Yeah,
Definitely Williams Sonoma. Like they have like $85 cookie cutters.
yeah. I can justify spending a lot of money on some really dumb shit Lego collector, but
No, that's justified.
Kitchen stuff. Thank you, Bob. That'll go right on my tombstone. I earned every.
Here lies Corey Foster. It was justified.
The years 1977 to 2021 were totally justified. William Sonoma. I mean, kitchen stuff I cannot do because I know what kind of cooking I get up to, and most of it is highly, how shall we say, not experimental, unnecessary. We'll go with unnecessary. I think that's an accurate descriptor. But the thing is that like, even if you're trying to take things at a conventional angle, you're using stuff that's more or less designed to be abused over the years, over a prolonged period of time. I mean, you're still cleaning the stuff up, all right, but you're literally putting it on top of an open flame and then using it to further mutilate stuff that is inside the vessel. So it's like paying $35.
You love it.
I suppose so. I'd have to love the shit out of something in order to pay $3,500 in order to stick it onto my, well, what was my piece of shit stove. But just fundamentally, it doesn't make any sense to me. Because as soon as you bring it home, people like talk a mile about how cars depreciate as soon as you get them off of the lot. But I'm not setting it on fire as soon as I bring it home.
Well, I mean, on a good day, no.
You're gonna get right. You know, provided that it's not like August in Florida, and you don't have a jug of water in the back seat.
True.
You know how that life was. Kitchen stuff. We've got a that's true from the studio audience back here. But yeah, it never made a whole lot of sense to me. My nicest stuff was like $70 total. Well,
I spent $80 on the knife. And it's phenomenal. It's one of the best kitchen gadgets I bought. At the same time, I also bought 2 new frying pans that were, because our frying pans are awful or were awful. And I bought 2 all-clad frying pans, and they're cast iron nonstick, and they are fucking amazing. I made an omelet for lunch today, and like I finished cooking it, and I just kind of did that. Like turned my hand with the pan in it, and it just kind of like slid out and onto the plate.
Yep. And you know what the best thing about those are? You don't have to clean them.
It took about 6 seconds to clean. Yeah, it was like.
Oh, you clean yours?
Well, yeah, because it's got a nonstick coating on it. It's not like classic cast iron.
It's gonna get some burn residue, but it's not gonna stay there forever.
Yeah, it literally is like hot water, some soap, rinse, done. That was it.
Some spittle.
Move on with your life.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's good. That's right. Mountain men cleansing. Whatever that means. Anyway.
What's next for you, Bob?
I haven't really, aside from some software for the computer to help with some podcasting abilities, none of which is set up right now. I got myself a voice meter online mixer.
Nice.
Which allows me to like import like a whole bunch of mics and other sources and play them all at once with a soundboard. So I think I used it a few times. It's not set up now, so I can't demonstrate unless I just insert a sound effect now. Hey, there. Hey,
inserts.
What I really need,
moist.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna
go ahead, Bob. Sorry.
No, I'm letting him get it out of his system. He's good.
Seed.
There we go.
Oh.
There it is.
Dollop.
I don't
see. That's okay. Dollop's all right. Dollop of seed is not all right.
No,
that's bad.
Yeah, that means that that peep show needs to do some more hiring. There you go.
That man needs some water. It's coming out like creamed corn.
Just walk.
Oh, God.
Here we go. Now it's a Cretins Guild podcast.
That's the weirdest looking kidney stone I've ever seen.
Oh, jeez.
So,
I
Bob,
like I wouldn't wish those on anybody.
You were saying, what did you need?
I need a treadmill. I need a treadmill.
I'm actually
Being
getting
in-
one.
Huh?
I'm getting one. Probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Nice. I'm still shopping myself. I need to find something that, it's the right size, the right sound. I don't want to get something that's going to shake the whole house.
Sure.
Although I'm more likely to do that myself. But, being in Florida, it's either it's too hot, it's raining, or it's like pitch black dark when I need to move around.
Mm-hmm.
So it just drove me nuts. It's like, I need a fucking treadmill. I have an exercise bike that does nothing for me. My legs look great. But from the waist up, I look like total dog shit. So I need to get rid of that and get a treadmill.
Yeah, my sister-in-law had a treadmill that she didn't use. And I said, all right, well, I will trade you our old deep freezer for it, because she wanted a freezer. And the one we had was too small. So I was like, yeah, you can have that. You live by yourself. You don't need a gigantic deep freezer. I will trade it for the treadmill. And she said, sure. So
Nice.
sold American. So yeah, that'll be here. What's that?
What if she already used the deep freezer for what she needed to use it for?
Well, probably for food storage, if I had to guess.
Oh, I was going like corpse storage.
Oh, no, that's the one we got. We got the big fucker now. We can toss
Nice. All right.
3-4 bodies in there without a problem.
You said
Lovely.
small storage. You
Just
can
have
also
to
put
remember
babies
that.
in that.
You can put babies in that. That's true. It is perfect size for a baby. So yeah, I've got that coming in a couple weeks. I might wait till after the new year just to hopefully see numbers start to drop down. Since she is a social worker, I don't particularly want to be. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. She's very safe. She's always masked and wears gloves and sanitizes like everything. So
Is she in the Midwest like yourself?
yes.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Maybe I don't know, for Christmas, Walter White clean suit. Thinking about that.
Maybe she's actually transitioned to doing most of her stuff at home.
Okay.
Oh, good.
But there are certain cases where families will need stuff that she'll have to bring to them. But yeah.
How bad is it when a Floridian's like, oh, don't go out?
No. I go grocery shopping at 7:00 in the morning on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
When all the fucking rubes around here that don't wear the masks are going to super spreader church events. So I don't have to deal with their bullshit. I walk into Meijer, I walk out of Meijer in like 25 minutes with a cart full of groceries, and I'm happy.
That would be a challenge for me, walking out of Meijer within 25 minutes.
Well, there's not much to look at right now. Like it's like any store. I mean, there's stuff to look at, but I don't need to. It's
just for Bob's benefit. It's not like any. It is like if you took the best parts of a Target and then added an entire liquor store to the end of it.
True.
Yeah, it's that gives you a lot to consider.
Oh, there is no downside.
Yeah.
So it's the way I say it is, Meijer has the selection of a Walmart, the quality of a Target, the selection and prices of a Walmart with the quality of a Target, with a liquor store inside.
Yeah,
and and it's not like a like, hey, we have every kind of Budweiser you could imagine. It's like, no, we've got craft beer, we have local breweries, we have real liquor. Like you can go.
Oh, is that Puzzer's rum just kind of sitting there?
Sure is.
Yep. All right.
There's an entire middle section right now because it's the holiday season, and boy howdy, do people like to get fucking lit on the holidays.
Yep.
So there's all these.
There, I would imagine there's a lot of dragon's milk flowing around.
I don't know what that is, but possibly.
It's a Midwest beer.
Oh, I'm not a beer drinker, so I don't look. Okay. It's possible. Sure, we'll go with that.
I was going to assume it was like Hogwarts peep show emissions.
God almighty, Corey.
I mean,
missed
listen,
you so much.
Thank you. I mean, there's got to be a teacher duty day in Hogwarts too, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Teacher duty day.
Poop. But like, so there's this entire middle gondola in the aisle right now, like where they normally put like the seasonal shit, where it's like, hey, here's some canned fucking pumpkin, here's some brown sugar, you need to make a pie. There's like an entire thing of like, here's all our liquor gift sets. Here's a $300 bottle of Lagavulin with a double rocks glass that you can get.
Skull-shaped bottles.
I haven't seen one of those lately. They might still have the crystal skull. I don't know. But I've been paying attention. I haven't needed to buy anything. Like that's like the one thing I expected to happen during the pandemic was to drink more, and that just hasn't happened. Like I like hardly drink now. It's weird. I don't understand it.
Oh, maybe you remain conscious of it because you're like, I could start doing this a lot more.
Well, a lot of it had to do with just, getting on Weight Watchers in July and being like, well, that's a lot of calories that I don't need to take in.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
I could either eat 4 pieces of pizza or I could have a Mai Tai. Well, tonight it's a Mai Tai, but it's
decisions have to be made.
Yeah. There are decisions to be made. But.
And dude, you're in the Midwest, an anomaly in the Midwest. It would be 4 pieces of pizza plus the Mai Tai.
Yeah, that's true.
On a bad day.
Yeah.
What if it was a flatbread?
I don't know.
It would be delicious, is what it would be. It would be absolutely delicious because flatbread pizza is the tits.
You keep mentioning going into these stores, and it just reminded me, like, I've been doing curbside pickup for the longest time, like since March probably. And earlier today, I had to actually go inside a Target to go into the pharmacy to pick something up, and I just felt like, get me the fuck out of here. I don't want to be in here. Get away from me. I hate everybody in here. Fuck you. I don't know who you are. Fuck you.
And that was last year.
No, that was today.
Oh, okay. All right.
You
see.
Bob.
I figure that would have been like SOP, but yeah, now there's a cognitive rationale behind it. You want to see some chaos? See a Walmart in small town Georgia where you don't really have to wear a mask if you don't want to. And there's nothing really to do here except go to Walmart.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. I'm good. I'm good.
It's mildly upsetting.
Yeah, no, I don't. No. There's a good gadget. I dig all my masks I've gotten this year. Thanks for saving my life, Cotton. Appreciate you, spandex. Thanks.
Polyester. Woo!
Yeah.
So, anybody else done a health kick this year?
I've done an anti-health kick. I've forgotten that without going to work and going to theme parks, I just exploded in weight. I've gained 30 pounds since March. Holy fuck.
You've done a fair amount of theme parks.
Recently, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a good 6 months.
Oh,
he wasn't able to go anywhere.
Right. The lockdown had affected everything.
So you didn't open back up. The parks didn't open back up till July, right? July or August?
They were down for at least 4 months. I don't know the exact dates, but yeah, it felt longer, but I think it was around 4 months.
Yeah. Yeah, we're at the point now where we just went into our second lockdown. Not a complete lockdown. Like we're closing inside restaurants. There's no school happening right now, stuff like that. But
lockdown light.
Yeah, diet lockdown. It's lockdown tab. All the great taste with none of the benefits.
Hopefully, we don't get the lockdown Fresca.
Fuck Fresca. But it's I don't know, man. Like we didn't do Halloween this year. Like we just stayed home. We watched some scary movies. That was about it. Not even scary movies. We watched Beetlejuice and Addams Family, but for my kid, that's scary.
Appropriate.
Yeah.
Because I got to ask every year, have you seen Goosebumps yet?
No, but it's on the list. It's something we're going to watch soon. Victor and I are both off the week after Christmas. And he's off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday this week, and so am I. So we'll probably end up watching it this week, actually.
Get it done. And I don't know how you feel about Jack Black, but if you can, double bill that with the House with a Clock in Its Walls, which was better than I thought it was going to be.
Love Jack Black. We'll happily watch that.
All right. It's kind of funny. That's kind of how I saw Goosebumps too. Better than it deserved to be. Damn it.
All right. So can I share with you my ultimate gadget?
All right, share it up.
The entire reason that I did this.
Ooh, is it the crystal crusted?
It is not.
One day. What?
Since this is an audio podcast, you're gonna have to tell us.
Right.
It's a fucking bidet, boys. So it's it is honestly my favorite gadget I've bought this year. It's really nice having a clean asshole, not gonna lie. It's a Kickstarter. It's called Narsehole. You want to poop like a Viking. And it made me laugh my ass off, and I backed it on Kickstarter, and the thing's goddamn amazing.
What's the causality behind the Viking theming? I don't understand.
I don't know.
I wasn't aware they wipe.
Look, here's the logo
Okay.
It's a butt with a Viking helmet.
and a heart on the ass. Come on, get it
Yeah.
all.
Oh, I see it now. Okay.
And
Yeah.
then there's fucking Leif Erikson hanging his
Oh
his
my
turd.
God.
Is this not the greatest packaging ever?
I didn't know that's what you're supposed to do from the prow.
Well,
Just
when you're fucking Olaf here, that's exactly what you're supposed to do from the front.
God.
It's the Narshole tiny butt shower.
Wait,
And,
shouldn't that boat be like on fire or something?
Well, no, he's not dead.
Oh, good.
He's just got a shitty asshole he's got to take care of.
Sven, where is the head?
And it's just over the edge there, Olaf. Just let the waves lap up and clean you off.
Apparently, my Viking is German.
That's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah, they all run together at some point. Try doing a Netherlands accent. You don't know where to start.
So yeah, like no shit. I saw it on Kickstarter. The fucking ad made me laugh my ass off, and I was like, "Fuck it, yeah, no, you can have $60. Why not?"
There's another one like that. Oh, go ahead.
And yeah, it showed up, and I was like, "All right, well, I guess we got to use this thing now." And it's fucking great. Like no lie, like it was like completely scary the first time. I was like, "Oh God, I don't know what's gonna happen."
Okay, yeah, I wanted to.
Okay,
Like it was like because it's not a heated bidet. It is cold water, and I live in Michigan. So the water's fucking cold in the pipes.
Right.
But it's not bad. Like seriously, like it's like God, this is pretty great.
If frigid.
The French were right the whole time.
I don't know. The French are right about a couple of more important things.
It's true.
That being at the top of the list. Did you ever like go all in on the squatty potty when that was a thing?
We have a squatty potty, in fact.
You did?
Yeah, we do.
You guys are well equipped for clearing out the pipes.
I like to shit comfortably, my friend.
Yeah.
I like to shit comfortably and not be uncomfortable post poop.
I know. And I really appreciate the sheer terror that you're expressing with your initial usage, the Virgin Voyage.
Oh yeah, no, dude. Like the first time, because so like there's dials on the side, right? And that
it has gears.
Yeah. and that determines one the strength of the stream, and two where the stream is going to aim. So on this one
for guys, one for dolls.
On other yes, on other bidets there are different settings, but on this one you can set to either the starfish or the clam. Yes. And may I add, as a male, don't turn it the wrong way, because that shit will make you hop off the toilet seat fast. But seriously, it's awesome. It's such a great little device, and yeah, no, like I got it, and I'm like, I'm a believer. Okay.
Ariel.
Why is Mr. Ed in the ocean?
I don't know.
Well, he's a fucking seahorse. Okay.
I was going for King Triton, and Kenneth Mars died of shame, as it turned out. All right.
Are they still accepting backers? Because I think I want to back them now.
I don't know. I will find it, and I will let you know. They're probably accepting late backers. I would assume they are, but
I assume there's going to be another run on TP pretty soon.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, like it's and you know the mechanics of it. You still use toilet paper because you got to dry off, but you know it's not like
I'm going to air dry.
You could do. You work from home now. You have that freedom.
Well, provided you know when to shut the camera off.
Like you can just hang. You can just hang that glorious derriere out the window. And let the Florida fucking breeze cool you off and dry you down.
It's still humid over there.
Yeah,
no matter what. Unfortunately.
So does it hook up to like the tank?
It hooks up to the water intake. Yeah.
Okay. And does it run off batteries or what?
No, water pressure. That's it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's goddamn genius. Like, welcome to bidet talk, by the way. And
we cover all the bases on the Cretins Guild podcast.
As a reminder, you can listen to the newest member of the Podfix Nation, Mouse and Weens, Julianne and Joelle are sisters from Southern California who get deep with philosophy and psychology while having fun and learning about fascinating human behavior. Like three grown men talking about their clean assholes on a podcast.
Drink
up, Shriners. Drink up.
Knowing what I know about SoCal now, we're not really doing the rest of this continent any fucking favors with those people. They have no reason to leave the boundaries of California whatsoever now. It's like, do you know what they talk about in at least Michigan and Florida? Oh my God. But I bet their assholes are clean.
This guy's talking about cleaning his asshole.
Let's analyze why that might be. Why that is so important to this individual group of people. I like, there's nothing complex about it, man. We just want clean.
Just like having a clean butt.
Like
having a clean butt. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah. Like the Norsemen used to.
Except like every good Viking does. Having a clean butt is the Viking way. And if there is not
Valhalla with a dirty asshole.
If there isn't a clean butt setting in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I am writing a strongly worded letter to Ubisoft. It's that simple.
And you're gonna submit it to Kotaku.
No, fuck that.
Okay. Oh, damn it. You'd be one of very few honest writers on that website if you did so.
Nah, I'm good. I like my YouTube stuff. I like keeping my shit over there. So
ooh.
I got a very nice compliment today on the YouTube channel. I was told that I write very professional and thorough reviews. I was like, oh, thank you. It's very nice.
See, every once in a while, often you will start getting as much positivity on your channel as you will negativity. It's just that negativity is easy currency. So
yeah.
You tend to recognize it more.
Yeah, they just get fucking blocked though on mine. I don't give a shit. You're a pinko. Blocked.
How do you know what a pinko is? You're fucking 12. That's uncle talk. I will.
All right, so yeah, that was I put that on the rundown just because I wanted to talk about cleaning my butt. Mm-hmm. And speaking of cleaning my butt, coming up is the third annual Cretins Christmas dramatic read in early or mid-December, featuring a cast of thousands. Watch the show and listen to the what Bob churns out as he slowly turns into madness because of the idiocy that we all lay out before him.
Yeah.
It's always fun to remember that Bob puts this all together masterfully and puts something together that is wonderful, beautiful, and fantastic. And behind the scenes, it is a hot dose of diarrhea chaos that Bob has to deal with, because really he's got us and then he's got other people that are just as bad, if not worse than us.
Yeah. Would it not be inappropriate to start an Indiegogo to fund a bar inventory for him during editing week?
I think that's not a bad idea. I might send him a bottle or buy him a bottle at the local ABC and have him go pick it up.
Yeah, maybe on upload day.
Not recreational at all. This is entirely necessary.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I think I have to be stone sober in order to edit this garbage we do.
Are we teasing the show we're doing, or is that going to be a surprise?
The anniversary thing?
The Cretins Christmas. Are we teasing what it's going to be, or is that just going to be?
Oh yeah, we can tease it. I've teased it on other places.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we are doing It's a Wonderful Life. Which I have never fucking seen. So I don't know what it's about. I know Jimmy fucking Stewart's in it, and that's about it. But yeah, no, it's going to be fun. If you guys have heard our other Cretins Christmas episodes
and survived,
you know that we go a little bit irreverent. Go figure, right?
Irreverent. Irreverent.
Hold on. Stop.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I apologize. If you have listened to this show, you know. If you're just tuning in now and missed the butt talk earlier, back it up about 10 minutes and listen to me talking about cleaning my booty.
Let's be honest, it was more like 5 minutes.
Well, yeah, but then they get the whole conversation.
Yeah, that's just true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The thing about Cretins Christmas is that it's almost like in direct conflict with the season, not only does everything fall apart, it falls apart for a reason because we're all trying to like cognitively wrestle with the idea that it's just filth. It's just filth
really
from go. We had one of the ghosts of A Christmas Carol talk almost nonstop. Are you listening, Mom? About
No, she needs to be in the room when you say this.
she's here about foreskins. Okay.
Whoa, foreskin. Oh God Almighty!
I don't know. Oh God.
So that was last year. We did A Christmas Carol.
Yeah, that's our teaser right there.
And did Christmas Carol is exactly how it was, because while I want to say that the core of the story was definitely presented,
There was a moral there.
we took some artistic license.
Yeah.
But that's what we do.
And then the year before, it was just Bob, Corey, and I, and we did the Blue Carbuncle.
Blue Carbuncle, yeah.
Which was a lot of fun, and you should go back and listen to for no other reason than Bob's Mrs. Hudson, which is just a masterpiece and a perfect example of the Bob accent. And if you don't know the Bob accent,
oh God,
get to know the Bob accent because it's magnificent.
Yeah, it's like an audio roulette almost.
It really is, but it always comes up Bob. Like there's just
which means we win all the time.
For clarification, the Bob accent starts off one way and then ends like in a completely different region.
Well, so the if I'm going, like, I'm going to tie this into your YouTube channel, Bob. If it's anything like a theme park ride, it is a lot like Everest. You start off going in one way, and by the end of it, you're turned around going backwards, and who knows where the fuck we're going to end up. But God damn it, it was an adventure getting there, and chances are the Yeti doesn't work. And that's just how it works with Bob's accent.
I did have one question, though. Are we teasing the thing that happens before that? Feel free to cut this out if you need to.
What's before it?
5-year anniversary.
Oh no, we'll do that later.
We'll do that later. Okay,
Yeah.
good. All right, excellent.
Spoilers for people watching live. We also, coming up in January.
The spoiler, by the way, is that we've been doing this for 5 years.
Yeah, and we're on episode 85.
We're on episode 85.
We are a picture of efficiency here at the Cretins Guild. Coming up in January, which, might I remind everybody, is only 2 months away, so that could be anywhere from 7 to 19 years from now. Is the Cretins Guild Championship Women's Royal Rumble. There'll be 20 podcasters, artists, creators, and let's be honest, significant others that will be participating. And it is for a chance to take home the Cretins Guild Championship. And I am predicting right now that my wife Meredith is going to win, making us the first 4-time household to be in possession of the Cretins Guild Championship. And I expect her to immediately drop the title to me, just like Andre the Giant did to Ted DiBiase at WrestleMania 4. So,
damn.
You know, it just occurred to me that everyone who has formerly won the title, aside from Corey, their significant other is going to be in the competition as of right now.
Well, you have to have a significant other in order for that to happen, don't you?
I can't put your right hand in the game, buddy.
You can. Technically. Actually, I could just like get a Sharpie and then draw some eyelashes.
Wouldn't that just be Mark Henry's child? That's a callback to 1998.
Oh my God, 98? Jeez.
Oh, something like that.
No, I thought it was
that sounds right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was thinking of
though.
I don't know why I was thinking of the Katie Vick thing. God, wrestling went through a really interesting period.
Wrestling is stupid, and we love every second of it.
Yeah.
All right. So Google search that's going into my personal history is, when did Mae Young give birth to a hand? It was the year 2000.
Oh, God.
Kicking off the millennium with a bang.
And for those curious, he is a Caucasian hand.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Oh, so it wasn't even Mark Henry's.
Well, I mean, it could have been. No, I guess it wouldn't have been, would it? No. Poor Mark.
You know, it's kind of okay. Now that we pointed this out, they could have taken that storyline in a completely different, if no less plausible direction after the fact. And you know what? I'm thinking reintroducing Gilbert as the real father, because it would have made more sense with anybody else.
By the way, thanks to Gilbert for doing the intro for the show and letting us know that he is the former WWF light heavyweight champion.
Yeah, since we have him on speed dial, we can bring it up with him at some point. And then he'll be like, "What are you bothering me for with this shit?" Yes, I was the father.
All right.
Anyway.
As always, guys, I'm going to wrap things up now because the wheels have come off. And that's always when you know you're good, is when everything just falls apart. It's time to go. As always, guys, the Cretins Guild podcast can be found on Podbean, Spotify, Tout, and Apple Podcasts, or you can find our socials under Cretins Guild, one word, on Twitter, Instagram, or Discord. You can find me on YouTube. We are at Square Pegs, and you can find Bob on YouTube with Skipper Bob's Breakdowns. Bob does an Orlando lifestyle vlog, and I cover video games and toys. You can help support us on Patreon, and we have merch on tpublic.com that features the art of the brilliant, wonderful, and fantastic Tom Solo. We are, of course, part of the Podfix Network. So to all of our followers, new and old, we say to you, welcome to the Guild.
Cool. Before we stop recording,
yes,
can we do that last line? This is something I wanted to try and just see how it sounded. If Jay, you could read the to all of our followers, new and old, and then all three of us in unison say welcome to the Guild. Do you think that'd be kind of corny, or just give it a shot?
No, that's not corny at all. What I'll do is I'll say, so to all of our followers, new and old, 3, 2, 1. You can cut the 3, 2, 1 out.
Yeah.
So after 1, we'll say welcome to the Guild. Okay. So to all of our followers, new and old, we say to you, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Guild.
To the Guild.
Of course, Corey fucks it up.
Of course, yeah, that's what I do.
Let's try that again.
All right, do you want it straight?
No,
Yeah.
let's leave it that time if you want.
Okay. All right, cool.
Cool.
So for those of you who weren't keeping track, Evie left about a third of the way in because I think she had enough. And
Understandable.
Eli stayed throughout the entire thing, except he took off about 4 minutes ago.
Okay. Yeah, I saw him popping in and out.
He was popping in and out. The thing I didn't want to tell you about, the thing I didn't want to like make a whole big deal out of is that he has actually both of our stickers on his PS4.
Nice.
And I thought that would have warmed the hearts of the criminals that happen to be part of this enterprise.
That's really awesome, man.
Yep.
What stickers does he have? That's really cool.
The older ones, I think. I do have the newer Snow White Tom Solo to pass along. I went ahead and stock those in the car for the trip north when that happens.
Nice.
Snow White?
What's that?
Which one's the Snow White?
It's
the Halloween one?
It's the newer Cretin, the Cretins Barrel Girl, the newer Barrel Girl.
Oh.
Yeah, with the more stylized logo.
Yeah, that one?
That's the one.
Okay.
She looks like Snow White to me. Is that not what she's supposed to be?
I told Tom to make her look like the stylized of that DC was doing for
the
Bombshells.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, it worked.
Nice.
Whoever she's supposed to be. Are we stopping the records?
Yeah, let's stop.
Oh yeah. Whoops.
Ding.
Yeah, should do that. Cool.
All right. I'm going to stop down and shove this stuff into Drive because I'm pretty sure everybody's sick of hearing me scream in this house. So, good to be back, Dix. Talk to you later.
Nice to have you back, dude.
Yeah, I know.
So what we did tonight is probably going to take up the next 2 podcast slots for us.
Okay.
And December 4th will be our Christmas read.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
And you said you have the Christmas